something came up. Anyway, hope all is well with you. Hope you've had a great day thus far. Um, I decided to do. Excuse me while I kind of set some stuff up, and I'll be back with you because I want to be able to read without trying to go close and look at the different things on the page. I want to be able to just read them because it'd be much easier for me. Anyway, so I decided. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. I just need to make sure that was set up, and that way I can see things a little bit closer, and hopefully this can go even smoother. Um, but hey, y'all, hey. So thank you so much for everybody who's come in, and thank you for everybody who's watched my videos as well as my subscribers, whether you're new or, as somebody would say, my OGs. I appreciate y'all. Sometimes, you know, I forget to ask and say thank you. So I'm gonna make sure I say thank you right there. Thank you. Also, I have noticed that I've gotten a few extra comments recently. I have not kept up. Been doing other things, trying to get some things prepared. I apologize, but I have read them. So I thank you for all the comments because they really do help. When you make comments on the page, or like the video. Yeah, like the video and make comments. It makes a difference. Now make sure you say hello to me and I'll say hello to you. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep up. We're trying to watch the chat so that I can see what's going on. Okay? All right. Now, I'm asking that you help me out. Of course, my husband is going to call right now because I'm going to have to answer this. I apologize. Yes, baby. The least expensive one, and all I need is vinyl, iron on vinyl. Uh, the better price. I just all right. Thank you. Bye. Now the bad part is I told him I was gonna go live while he was out, and he sits up there and calls me while I'm live. Forgive me, y'all. Just forgive me. Anyway, so I'm trying to get my watch hours up as well as my subscribers. I really prefer to get to 1,000. It just makes life a little bit easier. It doesn't mean that it's going to make things always better, but it sure would help. So I'm asking that you go ahead, like the page, and subscribe to my page. Now, what will you see here? Me playing with fabric. How often do I play with fabric? Pretty much all the time, because this is what I love to do. I have been sewing majority of my life. If you ask me how old I am, you probably won't believe me. Hey, honey. You probably won't believe me because most people don't. I wouldn't even mind if you guessed. Thank you, because I'm proud of my age. Because every day I'm granted is a blessing from God. Okay, so the other thing I want to let you know that I am going to try. No guarantees. I'm going to try to go live once a month. There will be not a specific date, a specific time. Reason why is because I am one of the people who will do stuff on a whim. How do I know? Because I've always done it that way. I do it on a whim. Sometimes I get the feeling that I want to go live in the middle of the night. Sometimes I want to go live early in the day. Most of the time it's the evenings. I do prefer evenings, and that's just because my brain may be working better in the evening time. So I'm going to try to do that, but I will try my best to post and let y'all know that I'm going live. So make sure you always check the community post. And if you are a subscriber, you've already turned on those notifications so that you can sit up there and find out when I put up a post and or go live. All right, so hopefully I got everything I wanted to tell y'all before I got started. So I have been busy in this workroom. Actually, more busy than I thought. Because I started writing down what I had done. And I said, I can't do all these right now because y'all wouldn't believe that I did it recently. So I said, I'm going to back off and I'm going to show you some things. I'm not going to show you everything, but I'm going to show you some of the things I've done recently. So some of the things that I need is, one, I need clothes. A lot of my clothes don't fit the way I like them to fit. So I have been on a mission to find patterns, even though I'm not looking for patterns, because Lord knows I got plenty. I'm on a mission to find patterns that work best for me. That's what I should say. Work best for me. Oh, I'll tell you. This dress right here is Know Me 2007, I think. I think that's this one. I probably can't tell you. I think that's it. It is a Kitchen B Styles dress. Um, I've only worn it once because, as you can tell, it's not as snatched as it was. I've lost some more weight, so it's longer because my hips ain't as big, and the dress is not as snatched as it was, but it's still cute. I am planning to make another one because I have this really pretty double knit camel print. I wish I could show you. I ain't gonna show y'all only because of where it is. If y'all seen my closet, you know why I say that. Because I have my own mini store. I should never buy fabric. But do I still? If it's pretty, I do. I really do. Hey now, is it lucky? I'm trying to do it where I can see it on here. But I probably should have had my laptop up so I could see it like really big. So yeah. Anyway, so I do plan to make another one, but I gotta buy the zipper because I ended up putting it's a 36-inch zipper. And you can't come by them regularly. You gotta usually order them, and I haven't ordered any zippers, so I plan to do that hopefully before the fall really is here. But with this crazy weather, yeah, my husband said that yes, he does. And I'm a child of his and I'm thankful of it. And so, yeah, I want to make another one before this, weather does this thing. But, my husband says like 100 something outside. Ooh, ooh. So I got time. I got time. So I've been on a mission to buy and make, or not buy, make things that make sense. Plus, work on cleaning out my I wouldn't call it a whatnot bag, but clean out scraps. Because I do have like different scraps that I keep. And probably sometimes I should let them go, but I don't. Because I try to figure out ways to use it up. So I'm going to start talking about the different things I've made. And mind you, it may be multiples of stuff, multiple of one thing. And strings, you may see strings. Because I usually don't trim my stuff. My husband does it for me when he's not asleep or at work. I will be drinking some water throughout because I'm thirsty. And I talk a lot. So, I made some, they're called bralettes. I call it a sports bra. So I'll tell you the pattern because I tried to make sure I pull the patterns beforehand so that I can let you know what pattern is. So I did Simplicity's 9857. I did the bralette. And I was using scrap fabric. I'm not using anything else. I'm using scrap fabrics because it makes most sense. It's not like it's a huge piece of fabric. So I had this fabric in my stash. I made a dress out of it. In fact, I think the dress is on my website. So I did this bralette. I did make some adjustments and changes to it. I lengthened it because I felt that it's more so because I don't necessarily want to wear a regular bra. But I need something that smooths me, but not necessarily like holds me. But it actually does hold me. So, which is good because it's not like I got big girls anyway. Okay. So I did this one. This one's out of I think it's a jersey. It may be a brushed jersey knit um, from years ago. So I was so thankful that I was able to basically use it all up and nothing is left. Uh, the I did do top stitching around everything. I had to put a piece of elastic in the very back because it gaped a lot and I didn't like that gaping. Um, what else? I changed the length of the straps. The straps were like too short or too long. So I shortened them extremely. I did make this before, and I actually never wore the one I made because I had to crisscross it because the straps were way too long, and I didn't like the feel. And here is the second one that I did. And this one, I ended up putting elastic inside the strap because this was basically an ITY. The ITY really gives. This one does. It made even, I wouldn't, no, it's not an ITY. It's more of just a polyester material. And so I wanted to use it up. So I did. I did extend it and shorten the straps, and it works. I did make a top to kind of wear over it to if I wanted to work out. I don't have that one in here. I don't have that in here. So that is the first of Minty that I have made. Let me know if you've made any of the ones that I'm going to talk about, and if you had any challenges with them, because a lot of times I have run into a lot of challenges when it comes to a lot of different things that I've made using commercial patterns or any pattern period. And that's only because of my shape, and I'm fine with it because it's not like I'm gonna get rid of my shape. Okay, I'm not getting rid of my shape. My shape is here to stay. All right, so we're going to the next one. This one's a much older pattern. It's a Simplicity 1698. Here it is. I did two. It would be considered the top. Now, you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, I thought you did the top. I did do the top, but I did something extra. So here is the top. I haven't washed it yet. I got to wash it because there's chalk markings on it. Make sure when you come in, you like the video, as well as let me know who you are and where you're from, so I can say hello to you. So this is the top. Originally, you see the top did not have sleeves. I put sleeves on it, and I drafted the sleeve to go with this now. And I actually like it much. Well, I'm not saying much better. I just like it because of the fact I was able to do a drapey style neckline, but yet end up with some sleeves, which sometimes you want sleeves. And it was not hard to do. I don't know if I recorded it. If I did, I put a little short up about it, but I can't remember if I actually recorded me drafting the pattern because it's an off the shoulder setup. When they call it drop shoulder, off the shoulder, drop shoulder. Hey Queen, how you doing? So I'm not for sure. Anyway, so I decided to add sleeves to it, and I like it. And this was another make that I was making to get rid of fabric because that's what I have too many scraps. It's like sometimes you have like literally like a yard or a yard and a half, and you trying to figure out what to do with that yard and a half, and you feel like you're stuck. I'm deciding to figure out things so I can get rid of these yards and halves that I have hanging around. But yeah, thank you. I like it too. So I think I'm probably gonna make another one, because whenever I find a pattern that really works, I usually make at least a couple of them so that I can kind of wear them. And if I don't like it after I've worn it a little bit, I give it to my sister because she's built like me. And they usually work for her. Or I hand them to my other friend. It don't phase me none because it's not like I'm gonna miss the piece of garment, because I can make it again. I can make it again. So that's number 2. Now y'all would have seen I think I did it as a reel. I think I did it as a reel. This cardigan. Ah, that is cute. What you have on? Oh, as well. This is ME2007. This is a Kichi B Styles dress that yeah, it's so cute. But oddly enough, I ain't wore it out because it's too warm. But guess what? I'm cold inside my house, and this is a perfect thing to slip on just before you do a live, because you had your house dress on. Yeah, I had my house dress on. I figured I didn't want to go live in my house dress. Anyway, especially it wasn't one I made. So I put up this one. Let me see where my, because I'm trying to go by the pictures. I'm trying to stick to my list. Let's hope I don't go derail. Of course, kids want to call me now, and I'm not. I've already answered one call. I'm not answering another call right now. Why don't they know I'm live? And that's why I didn't do it on this phone, because I knew that was gonna happen. Maybe in my head I knew that was gonna happen. Anyway, let's get back to it. So this next one is, now I'm gonna tell you, I've had this pattern in my stash a really long time. Don't ask me how long, but I've had it in my stash a really long time. And I couldn't believe that I had not made it. And what made me think of it and realize I had it is Shatoka. She's another YouTuber. She does a lot of sewing vlogs, which I love sewing vlogs. I don't know about y'all. I love sewing vlogs. And she had did this probably like 3 or 4 times, but she used different fabrics, and it just made me go, I think I got that pattern. Let me see. And I did. So this is McCall 6996. 6996. I did, of course, I did view A. I did view A because I was trying to use up a 2-yard, I think it's 2-yard bundle from Walmart. This is a Walmart find. It's a light sweater knit. It's not heavy. Light sweater knit that I did. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, if you've seen the video, you'll see that I actually did have a problem with it. I did run into a problem because I have really narrow shoulders, and sometimes I'll be forgetting that. So I don't always remember to measure on when I'm getting ready to do something. I don't remember. I'm going to see if I can put it on while I got this dress that's got all these drama sleeves. I can. Good. So when I did it, you can't see it now because I fixed it. When I put it on, it literally was down. My shoulder was down to here, and it looked like a big puff. So I literally just took in about 2 inches. I say 2 inches up here and tapered down underneath the arm, and it worked. So I just have to like make a note on my pattern to remember to make that adjustment so that I don't run into that problem again, because this girl, it gives room for the parts that don't fit most things, if you know what I mean. Okay. And I am so thankful I did it. I still got to cut some strings and stuff. And I like this because it, of course, made me think. This is a side note, side thing you're going to get. And I will have squirrel moments, just so you know, because it happens. So part of the reason why I made this is because I had plans for this fabric. This is right behind me. I just washed it. But yeah, this is a winter chicken dinner, and I am definitely going to be making this again. I think I have a fabric that's in my hallway because I went fabric shopping in my attic. Yeah, I did that, and I found this fabric that I hadn't had up in a while. I hadn't seen in a while, and I said, "Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to use it. I'm gonna have to use it." So, but this made me. I had plans because right now I'm trying to do a lot of comfy leisure clothes, but also because I'm planning to travel soon, I want to make sure I have items that I can throw on easily while we're traveling. Because you don't really want to pack the heaviest clothes there is. I want easy clothes. So I actually originally pulled this out. And I was like, oh, this will be great. And then I was thinking, I don't know if I want to do it. This is yet another Walmart bundle. But I am going to. The only downfall is it shrunk because it was wider than this. But the fabric, and some fabrics I'll put on high heat and I won't care because I want to know what it's going to do just in case somebody else washes or dries my clothes. Because I don't live by myself. I have a husband. And some people have not learned how to do laundry the way I like my laundry done. I'm going to scratch my nose on that one. Get me? Get me. But I think I'm going to actually still do a two-piece outfit. I was debating because it actually is very lightweight. But I really think I am going to do it because they're going to be wide leg pants. I can always wear some, if I think they're too see-through, I can always wear some leggings or something underneath because this would really be cute as an outfit to be worn with this. I think. If not, I'll make another cardigan like I plan to do anyway. How about that one? Tell me what you think of the things that I'm showing you and if you've made any of it. Any of it. Let's go to the next one. And this one was this pattern. If you didn't see it. All right. Off to see the wizard. Oh. Uh-oh, y'all. I guess I can't show you that one thing. I might switch gears, y'all. I gotta switch gears. Because what I wanted to show you, I don't see where it is. I must have put it somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know. It should have been in there. Now, I could have ended up in my husband's room. Hey, now, how you doing, Keisha? It may be in my husband's room because I had started taking things in his room so that when he gets the time and energy to start clipping my strings, I have a bad habit. I don't clip all my strings or I miss them. And he does a better job. So why worry about it and let him do it? If you want to be nice to me, I'll take it. I will take it. Of course, this is M7774. I know the number only because I recently was watching, I think, Anita by Designs. I was watching her talk about this pattern. And this is more of a scrap buster for me because I literally had like just over 2 yards of it. And I was trying to get rid of. This is a fabric I've had in my stash for God knows how long. And it just needed to go. I needed to figure out a way for it to get out of my house. And I debated thoroughly because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. Now, the design, of course, if you can tell, the front and the back piece are on the bias, okay? Then the skirt piece already was supposed to be on, I think it was supposed to be cut 4 pieces. I didn't want to put an extra seam in that I had to sew in, but I had to put an extra seam anyway, I think. So I did extra on the sides. You really can't see it because of the way I pieced it. I had to piece a piece in to make it wide enough the way it's supposed to be. But the very bottom is actually in 4 pieces because I was determined, understand, determined to not only make sure it was long enough, but make sure I could use as much of that fabric up. Because, honey, when you seen a fabric in your stash, does you want to see? It got pockets. You know, this girl loves her some pockets. Hardly ever do I make anything without pockets. And yes, she has pockets. Now, I did do the thing that Anita did in hers, whereas a lot of times we have pockets in our clothes that wiggle about, or flop back and forth. So I did what she had done, which was attached it to the bodice. So mine do not um, go that way. I mean, I secure the inside. So I secured it up here in the actual bodice. Now, I know y'all see that I lined it, but like I said, I didn't have that much of this left. So what I did was I made the facing, but I still lined the whole thing. And I just attached it. That was a real easy fix. So I did not do, one of the steps tell you to do the understitching on here. I didn't do that. It told you to do it a certain way or sew it a certain way. I didn't follow. I hardly ever listen or read the instructions on how I'm supposed to do something because I have my own way of like order of a process, because sometimes I got to change it, especially when I have a situation where I'm piecing together different pieces that was not supposed to be pieced, but it worked out. Now, I did run into a slight problem with it, and I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't figure out why. And it could have been that the fact that I was starting to alter the dress, I should have altered it before, which in the pattern process, but I started altering it after I had gotten it cut. And for some reason, it ended up being like my lining didn't match at first. It was like it was like short, or I don't know. It was short. It was really doing some funky things in it. Frustrating. Sometimes it happens. It was very frustrating. I figured it out, but the dress doesn't fit properly. I'm going to tell you where the place is if you have not made this dress, which is M7774. The things that you will have to do as a woman, period. The armhole is way too deep. Way too deep. So I would suggest making sure you measure from your shoulder to your underneath where you would like it to end, and make sure that is the adjustment you make on your dress, so that when you wear it, you don't have to do what I'm going to have to do, which is wear a tank top or something underneath it, because it's that far down. It literally sits like here. So yes, you would get some side boobs if I didn't wear a bra. You would get side boobs all the way. The other thing I forgot to think about is that I don't have, my distance across here is small. So I didn't measure or think about measuring across here. So if you are smaller in the front, make sure you measure your pattern so the distance comes out correct. This buckles in the front. So at the neckline, it buckles. Do you think I'm not going to wear this dress? Do you think I really care if it buckles? Mm-mm. Because it's still a cute dress. It's really cute. I probably, because of course with the season, fall coming and stuff, the one thing I would like to make is make a mock turtleneck. long sleeve, probably bishop sleeves, you know, long sleeve, but like a bishop style, because I like a bishop style. I like a cuff and a dramatic sleeve. You will probably see that a lot on my channel, as well as wide leg pants. So I would like to do that, is to, but it is a very lovely dress. I've already cut out number two. Number two has been cut already, and she will be made. And I will probably already make me, because I don't have a jersey or a jersey knit to make me a top to go underneath it just yet, but I plan to get one made. That one I actually do have some gray material, so I will probably go ahead and make that mock turtleneck. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Now I will probably release the video about that dress probably in the next week. I just hadn't edited yet, talking more about the things that I had to change and the fudges I had to make. Oh, the fudges I had to make. So we probably not gonna get through everything because I do have a lot. I think I'm gonna show you probably this one and probably the top and then I have now I'm gonna have to show you two, because one is a fix up and then the other one is a fail. I do have a fail. I'll figure it out, but it's a fail. Anyway, so I think Keisha actually happened to be the one who had asked a question or made a comment. I had posted a video or a picture of myself in a purple African Ankara print tent dress. And somebody said, so you did, I think it was Keisha, you did, I didn't see you make this. That dress is old, like probably 4 to 6 years old. So that's why there's no video of that. But I remade it because I said I'm going to have to show them mine, because this pattern is my self-drafted pattern. I do know how to draft patterns. I have drafted patterns. I've had a whole collections, but y'all have never seen them because I don't talk about them. I do have clothes to sell because I be playing with fabric and I be having too much stuff. I'm probably going to start talking about it more because I'm probably going to end up with some stuff that's going to need to go in that shop. So this is my new version of my tent dress. I will put out, you'll see a video of me in it probably this week. But this is my new tent dress that I think she's so cute. There's no zippers in her. She's pulled over the head, and she does have pockets. What she get? She has pockets right here. Now you almost can't see them, but the pockets, it doesn't necessarily flap around. It does, but it doesn't. It doesn't go back and forth real bad. And it's because of how I put it in. So it's stitched in. That's why you almost can't see it, the way I stitched it in. She has lantern sleeves. I did lantern sleeves on her. I drafted the pattern for, because originally it was sleeveless. And I think the other sleeve was like a flutter sleeve, and those are really easy to do. But I wanted to try out a lantern sleeve. So I actually drafted, first I had to draft a sleeve for me, and then from there I drafted the lantern sleeve. And I think in that video it'll show me actually doing the drafting. But it drops a little bit longer in the back, probably a lot longer. Probably 6 to 8 inches, something like that. 6, maybe 6, 5 to 6. Here's the front, and here's the back. I usually, on most of my dresses, I usually do at least a 3-inch difference from my front hem to my back hem, just so that I have an even hem. Because there's things that make stuff go up. And so, to avoid that, I fix it. It does have, I'll go ahead and show you the inside. So you can see how that's done. I think I did part French seams, I think. Sometimes I'll remember to do French seams. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. So it's French seams on the side, which is crazy. French seams on the side seams. French seamed it here. I serged it here. And I opened to flat seam here. Now the flat seam in the front is because I don't like the way it buckles. So that's why I did that. Plus, I had to do the front end pieces because of how wide the dress is. And you know, in car, it's only 45 inches wide. Trim, the strings look crazy hanging off. They'll get trimmed. They'll get trimmed before I wear it. I don't know, because I've done that before. Has anybody ever worn a dress and forgot to clip the strings and seen them hanging when they went out in it? That's me. It's happened. Am I ashamed? A little, but then I'm so cute. Who cares? Ain't that right? Ain't that right, y'all? Okay. So we're going to talk about more things. I have plenty of things I've recently made. Plenty. So I could probably do a live once a week and still wouldn't get through everything. Yeah, because I do a 30-minute shot. I'm not going to make it because I talk too much. I talk too much. All right. Peace. Free. Give me your name, Peace. So I can call you by your, or I'm going to call you Peace. I'll call you Peace. Honey, I understand. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, here we go. So this is not a fail. This is a have to redo. Now, I don't know if I don't know where I was going to go. I was going to go somewhere with something and I totally forgot something. My brain stopped. It's okay. So I made earlier this year. In fact, this was my first outfit of the year. And y'all gonna see. Don't have a heart attack. I'm fixing it. That's why I look like this. I want to show you the texture of the fabric because I do have more of it. So I want to show. I can't put my hand through the sleeve because I'm going through the side seams. I'm not concerned because I just cut it like last night. Because this is probably one of my favorite makes of the year and will probably still be the favorite make of the year, period. Because it's a lovely. Okay. And it had wide leg pants to go with it, but I had lost too much weight. So this is a self-drafted top. You see it's oversized and it's supposed to be, but when I lost weight, it looked even bigger. It looked like I stole somebody who's like 6 foot tall and 200 pounds, 300 pounds, not calling anybody else. Somebody like really big because it just looked like I stole somebody's clothes because I had lost enough weight that it looked poorly on me. I cried. I shed some tears because I love this outfit. I already gave the pants away. I'm so funny. I'll be laughing at myself afterwards because understand, I do watch my own videos. I'll be cracking up myself because I don't know. But I had a fit. I didn't know how to deal with it. That this outfit I had just made, I no longer could wear and look cute in it. It's got to fit a certain way to make you feel like that you are just and it didn't make me feel like I just felt like like why I kept on saying, why does this outfit look wrong on me? And it took me like a whole month to figure it out because I looked at the picture and I'm like, who stole somebody? Why did I steal somebody's clothes? Because it looked horrible. It looked horrible on me. But I'm fixing it. Since I still have enough fabric, I am going to remake my pants. Because girls got to have her wide leg pants to go with this. Because that's what looks good with it. It's not straight, not not tight, wide leg. It's a leisure outfit. So I am fixing this. I've already taken off roughly 6 inches. I think about 6 inches off the side. So that's the it's open underneath the arm. And so I fixed it, but like I said, it's something I love. And I'm on a mission to clean out some of this fabric. Especially when I went shopping upstairs and realized I had way too much. But it still ain't gonna stop me from buying fabric. Because if you did see the fabric haul that I put up last week, I think it was last week. I already have another fabric haul for you. Don't judge me. So I decided to make it again. This is a Walmart bundle. It was in my stash. I didn't go buy it. It was in my stash. And it was found when I went searching for something else. And it was upstairs. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? I'm like, I was thinking of a cardigan, but all I could think of when I looked at it is like, if I do a cardigan, if it's not the right one, I look like old maid. I didn't like that idea. I needed something that made sense. I'm trying. I'm working at it. I'm working at trying to use this fabric up because I need to still live in my house. I need to be able to still get my sewing room. As much fabric as I got, if I actually brought it in here, y'all wouldn't see nothing. Y'all wouldn't see the walls. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know I had walls because it'd be that much fabric in here. Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, I was gonna do, and that's the other thing. I think I talked about at one point at the beginning of the summer. I believe I was talking about showing y'all or touring my fabrics and talk about my fabrics. And somebody said I don't see it. I understand. And then I thought about it. I'm like, I do it. Mine's is recently getting a turnover, meaning I am working through a lot, but then there's some things that's coming back in the house, or brand new to me, or I rediscover some fabrics that I have packed upstairs in the attic. Yeah, it's bad, and I'm trying not to go to the thrift store to find sheets because I found this Egyptian cotton, and when I found that 100% cotton, it's one of those things that you just do like this too, like you petting a dog, petting something that's, or rubbing something. Yeah, I have it bad. But anyway, but I decided to do this, and I've already thought of an outfit because I'm supposed to be doing Make Six in 2026 with Rochelle of Handmade. I'm supposed to be doing it, but I ain't been doing it because I ain't been wanting to do the outfits that I said I was going to do. But I want a black or a blue, which I have both fabrics, bias cut skirt. But I had to practice first because there's no bias cut pattern out there really for me because I'm so hippie and I have to do a lot of alterations for the waistline. So I took a straight skirt, A-line skirt, and converted it to a bias. And guess what? I made one. Now I just got to adjust the length. I do want it a little bit longer. I'm probably still going to do elastic waist because that may be easier for me, but may not because I may just want a smooth look, but I want a satin one. I want a satin long one. And I think that this with a pair of booties would be so cute. Or even wear it with some tennis shoes because I have been on a hunt to find some tennis shoes that are light tan color, it will be so cute. It will be so cute. So I am proud of this one. And if you couldn't tell, the neckline is a little different. It's the same but not. So this one's more of a mock, but it's a mock turtleneck, but it's really kind of loose around the neck and kind of stands up. Whereas this one is a cow neck, and all I did was make the neckline a little bit wider and dropped it a little bit longer because my determination was to use as much of the fabric up as possible without throwing it in the trash. I'm running my first fabric rescue therapy session. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh Lord. Excuse me. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I can't think now. Stop it, Keisha. I can't think. Let me take a drink. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Y'all are hilarious. Oh, group therapy. We all need it here. Yes, we do. Anyway. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so I am going to end on a sad note. I do have a fail. And maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I won't. Or maybe I'll end up in a pile. Or maybe somebody else. It's a fail for me. But somebody else will probably love it. Okay? So, like I said, I'm on a mission to find or make tops. Especially, I need a lot of tops. I don't have comfy go-to tops that I can kind of pair with anything. Sometimes you just need a solid top to kind of go with different things, like a pair of jeans, or if you want to dress it up. I don't have them. And so the pattern I did was, and I should have, this is why, if you know in your gut there's a style that you really don't do and there's a reason why you don't do it, don't give in to the hype of when you see a pattern that's 99 cents at Hobby Lobby when they was getting ready to my calls patterns. Don't give in. If it's not your style, if it's not something you would normally wear, don't give in just because it's cheap. I did. But then also too, sometimes it's the way it's constructed that maybe make you forget that you shouldn't do it. So it's partly what I like, but partly not. I don't do a whole lot of cleavage. I never have and never will. But I be forgetting to fix things. I know how to adjust it. I just didn't think about it when I was cutting this out. So this is the pattern I'm talking about. 8219. I was doing the one that she's wearing. Actually, I was going to do the long, I was doing basically B, but I was going to do the cap sleeves. I was going to do B with cap sleeves, which she's wearing in A. I was not going to do the crop one. I feel like that crop one's more so for like if you're working out or something, but I wasn't going to do it anyway. So let's go to the mannequin and see what she says. The mannequin says, shame on you. You shouldn't have did that. Anyway, so I stuck the sleeves in there so I didn't lose them. So this thing drops way lower than you think. I've actually took and moved it over probably by 1.5 inches, I think, which is not right. I'm gonna move it back. What I should have did was actually lift this up, like take the panel and actually redraw my line so that it came across further and covered more on boobage. But I didn't think about it. Also, what I didn't think about is the fact that the back of the back part I have a short distance around here. Short. So a lot of times my shoulders, a lot of stuff don't fit at my shoulders like it should. It ends up coming like really far forward. It's a headache. And sometimes you just, when you try new patterns, you got to think of the things and think through it a little bit longer than you normally would, because you are basically fitting it to you. So when I put it on, now this is, I think it's supposed to be, I think I did a size 20. By the measurements, it says no. I probably should have did an 18, and still I probably could have got away with a 16. I just would have had to grade it out for the hip area. It's just too much exposure. I mean, literally when I put it on, it's like, um, it was like yum yum. Yeah. And I don't want somebody to be saying yum yum when they see me. No, I got a man. Um, or what I would have had to do is put on a, I think y'all probably seen it before. There, I've seen a top. I seen it before where they had a band going across the front, and you had to have straps up here to kind of hold the top up, and it would cover the boobage, but it's like you have a tank top underneath, like a straight across tank top. So, uh, a straight across tank top, and I was thinking about doing that, but I was so disappointed that I was gonna have to put another piece of fabric in here, that I was trying to say, well, I'll just make it tighter. But the other part is, when I put it on right here on the sides, it was like, it was spacing. It was like a whole bunch of space. I say it was like two, like an inch, a minimum. I would have had to take like an inch, maybe an inch and a half out of both sides to make it fit more like it should. Cause it, don't she look like she snatched in there? There was no snatching going on with the one I had. I was like, so I was mentally disappointed, and my brain wouldn't allow me to work on it. I don't know about y'all. Sometimes when that happens, I leave it alone. And that's how I ended up with the other top, the other cream, because it's the same material, cream top. That's how I ended up with that, because Leslie was going to come out with a cream top somehow, because I needed it. I was looking for it because I really want to wear it with something else that I hadn't showed y'all. I hadn't showed y'all. Yeah, that was not going to happen, because Leslie always got something going on. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Hey, peace. I appreciate y'all spending a little time with me this evening. I was on here longer than I had put down. I'm gonna tell you, I have a board right here because I was trying to stay on track, because I can do a lot of squirrels, and squirrels don't do no good around here. I plan to do 30 to maybe 40 minutes. We are almost at an hour because I talk too much, and I still got a lot I can show y'all. That's the sad part. Well, maybe not the sad part. It is what it is. So I'll come back to this bat station again, and I'll do a live. Hopefully I'll be able to do one once a month. We got time. I gotta eat sometime, ma'am. I'll make show you one more thing. But I don't know where the pattern is. That's the only thing. So I don't know where the pattern is. So we'll do this again. I will try to post some of my videos. I'm trying to get them loaded, because I do have I have the sew with me with the tent dress. I have a sew with me with an adjustments I made for M7774. I don't know if I recorded any. I may have like a sewing blog or something. I may have that one too. I've done a lot. Probably this last week, I started, in fact, writing on my board. because some of the things I'm trying to organize my room too. I had started writing on my board when I made something. I'm getting ready to do a trip, and I counted. I have to do 10 outfits for 10 items for my husband before we go. And I was talking about doing 10 items for me before we went. He looked at me. He said, counting the days. He said, "Well, that sounds like you have to do like maybe one a day." And I'm sitting there thinking, like, no, I have to probably do 2 a day just so that I have a break at some point in time. So I'm definitely gonna do that one because we are going to a birthday party and it's themed. I've already pulled the fabric for it. I've already gotten his okay. But I will have to do a 12 for him. I'm not, I've started doing 12s more so now because I am using commercial patterns because I got a boatload of them. So I might as well use them. And sometimes they take a while. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes I can whip it out without directions and be done with it. But when you're trying to fit something to the body that I have or the body my husband has, I have to do some special alterations. And it between my like I have short shoulder distance, he has broad shoulders. And most patterns don't fit him. So I have to work really hard sometimes to do stuff. And you know what? I am going to show y'all one more thing. Now, this one happened at the beginning of the year, but I don't think I ever really like talked about it on a live or actually I don't think I even put out the video about it because I may not have did a video because I was trying to figure it out. That one I was trying to figure out. So if y'all can hold on a second, I will show you one more item because I really am proud. This is probably one of my proudest makes for my husband, not for me. Oddly enough, it's for him. So hold on a second. I'm running for my life. I'm running for my life. So, yeah, it didn't take me long because I knew where his was. And I know where his was because he leaves it out. Like he doesn't like put it up in his closet, even though he has a bigger closet than I do. But he doesn't put it up. I think he likes looking at it. He likes looking at it. All right, so this is ME 2036. So I did this jacket. It's not a jacket, it's a vest because I was doing it, I think Valentine's Day weekend. And I was rushing. Plus I still did a small toile out of some sheet material. I thought I was going to be able to use a sheet. I didn't. I think I tossed it. But this is his jacket, his vest that I did for him. It, as you can tell, it was a lot of top stitching. I've not done the buttons or anything because I think I wanted to do snaps, but I hadn't done it yet. I changed it. I think the design actually called for one pocket. I did too because I thought I needed to break up the African print. I love it and he loves it so much. He's already asked me to make him another one. I just haven't done it yet. I just gotta, in fact, no, we ain't gonna talk about that anyway. There's a squirrel moment. I use the African print at the vent part on the back side. It took time. It understand this was not, this was a labor of love. I used the African print to bind the armhole instead of using the the um the whatchamacallit. But in some ways, I'm fine that he doesn't have buttons and he's not complained about not having buttons. I mean, I took my time. I I love my honey, and whenever I can, I think I get twice as much joy making something for a family member and or friend and seeing their reaction and how they smile and about to break their face. You know what I mean? Because they love it so much. And it is like they stand extra proud. You know, sometimes when you get that proud moment and they stand extra tall and they, honey, he walked in there with, because we went to an event. It was a Black History event, and that's what it was for. But he was like standing. He is, you know, it's like he's like, my baby, maybe I'm gonna make sure y'all see me, and everybody was like, oh my God, that's so pretty. And yes, the pockets do work. They do work. I did do welt pockets. You almost can't see them because of the whatchamacallit. Now the thing about it is I would probably, the other thing I eliminated was the band on the bottom. I didn't do the band on the bottom because I was worried about if I did the band on the bottom, the thickness when it comes to putting the snap in or whatever I did. I just turned it under. It's fine. It was long enough and it's nice and it's sturdy. If somebody else got it ever, they will wear it proudly. I'm very sure of it. It's way too big for me. It's actually still big on him, but if I wanted to, I could get away with it. Yeah, that's right. He hyped me up. Yeah, he did. He loved it. And I'm like, when he said, "Can I get another one?" Like, bruh, do you know how many hours it took to make this? This was not like a short time. I think it took me, because I worked on it on Friday. I think it took me like 15 hours, something like 15 hours to make it. The panel here, I can't show you. The panel here, it was already, I created it, but I had like I had did the panel at some other time, and I just took and grabbed it um, and put it on some black um, cotton. It's just black cotton. Yeah, it should be quicker because I don't have to do all the adjustments and stuff. And I'm probably still going to do a vest version for him, even though, and I say that because I've made him another vest out of a pre-cut or pre-quilted material, and I bound it with some vinyl or whatever. He probably wears that just as much because he likes it, because he usually gets, like, he doesn't, his arms doesn't get cold, so he usually just wants something on his chest when the weather changes. He don't care, like, so I probably can get away with not doing sleeves the next time because I already have some fabric in mind to make him another one with making him some cargo pants. I, that's one of my next. That means I have to admit that I just ordered some fabric. Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. It's okay. He already knows. I told him ahead of time. Because I was like, I can't order for me. I, I just can't order for me. I'll order for you. It's an excuse. That's all it is. Because once you see a good deal and once you go to one of your favorite fabric places on the internet, because I'm an internet girly, I have shopped on the internet for years. So when people talk about, oh, I miss Joann's, I'll be like, I've not missed Joann's. I don't care. I hadn't, because you know the fabric store I love to go in, all the years I love to go in, was Hancock Fabrics, not Joann. Joann wouldn't get my money except for once in a while. I'm not a Joann girly, not a Joann girly, but I definitely was a Hancock girly. Okay, that's why I didn't go. That's why I didn't go. I'm like, I can get these same fabrics over here online. I learned how to shop online way before shopping online was a thing. So I always got my stuff. Probably my favorite fabric store, I'm gonna tell y'all, is Fabric Mart. They're probably my favorite. They're probably my favorite. If it ain't that, it's rolling to Atlanta. Fine Fabrics. Why am I my husband will drive me to Atlanta if I really want to go, even though I got a house full of fabric. If I say I really want to go, where you want to go, baby? And we on the road. So long as he ain't got to work the next day and we ain't got church and I really need something or really want something that I know that I can get it quicker by going there versus waiting for the mail to come, I got on the road. It's not going to take me that long. It takes like 3 hours to get to Fine. I think 3 hours, 3.5 to get to Fine Fabrics. Do a little trip, enjoy yourself, spend time with families, and keep it going. But as a beginner, ordering online isn't good for me. I need to feel it. Atlanta is so far to drive. Yeah, I understand. Now, what I'll tell you, what you can do is, like, for Fine Fabrics has a, specifically, I know that they have this called, I think called Julie's Club or something, where you can get on, it's a mailing list. I think it does cost, but um it's a membership where monthly they send you swatches of their current fabrics. I think it's usually their current fabrics. And you can get in the habit of, because they send the swatches, you can get in the habit of feeling the fabrics and starting reading the contents that is in it, and you will be able to kind of determine what it is, and then you don't have to sit up there and be questionable about ordering so much. Because a lot of times, I don't get me wrong, sometimes I get fabrics that I don't expect to be the way it is, but because I know what I was planning to do with it, I'm fine with it. I'll show you one. So I ordered this online. This is a very lightweight jersey knit. Very lightweight. Does it tell me? Mm-mm. I can see you. I can see you. But I'm not concerned about the fact that you're welcome. I'm not concerned about the fact that it's so thin, because I'm planning to do a shirt with it. I'm not planning to do anything else with it. If I do something else, it may be a gown, but all of it's going to be for me, because I like me some animal. Animal. And it's really, but it's real soft, but it's really thin. Okay, it's really thin. So you have to know that sometimes you may end up with some thin fabrics, but sometimes even thin fabrics doesn't mean it's poor quality. It's made to be thin for certain projects. So I would rather spend the money to get a print or something like that than to end up at Hobby Lobby and buying some fabric that still is crappy and you don't like it and you still pay more money. I guarantee you that this piece of fabric is cheaper than the cheapest fabric. Let me see. Let me not say that. It's, the price point is less than what you see at Hobby Lobby, almost things. But you're not gonna get interesting prints. The prints that Hobby Lobby has in stock that you can touch, you can feel, are the same prints they probably had for 5, 10 years. They're just now starting to add some more decorative stuff, some, but it's not much. And because it's not much, then you're still limited on what you can do. This, I can see myself making me a nice little top or night dress. Now, I'm showing you this. I have another fabric that has nothing to do, it's still probably, but the weight is just as lightweight. Hold on. I got fabric everywhere. So if you say something to me, I got fabric everywhere. So this weight is about the same. And I have made, if you went on my website, which the link to my website is in the description, or should be. And I have a t-shirt that I've made. I call it my signature t-shirt because it's made for hippie girls specifically, because I'm a hippie girl and I got tired of buying t-shirts that don't feel like a t-shirt and looks like a tent. Looks like a tent on me. So this one is the same weight and it's the same feel. Though I wear my t-shirt and it's not like gotten fuzzy, it has not started doing something crazy. I love it. So this is just as thin as this. Just as thin. The same thinness. But I've washed it and I've worn it. Washed it and worn it. And I know some people, it is, I say with them, where Fabric Mart tends to get their fabrics from, it's usually pretty decent quality houses and stuff, because they do get dead stock. They do get designer dead stock. I don't know how they may order it as well, but I know they get designer dead stock. I know they do. So, but yeah, so if you know, it's just learn. I also say this: just learn your fabrics. It would be great to be able to do, even if you did 1 year with Julie. I think it's called Julie's Club with Fabric Mart. If you did that, because they send swatches, and I'm telling you, I have a lot of the swatches still left over, because I was trying to figure out what to do with all of them, because it's a lot of them. Because I did it probably like 3 years. And what you end up with, I think they got a special going on right now. If you buy it, you get extra 2 months, I think. Don't quote me. But it gives you a slight description of the fabric, as well as I think the price points on there. And sometimes they put a picture of like somebody wearing something who used one of the fabrics in the stack, because the stacks are like this. It's probably like 5 to 10 swatches per. No, it's more than that. It's usually about 5 to 10 swatches doubled per page, and it's usually about 10 pages. And you can go online and see the fabrics. The colors may be a little different or whatever else, but for most part, whatever's pictured online, the color is usually the same, at least with Fabric Mart. But that's not the only place I've ordered from. Fabric Mart, Fabric Warehouse Direct, they're great for when you want to bulk buy, especially because they give you discounts. The more you buy, the less the price point per yard go down. I've ordered from Move, but it's for special occasions. Who else I've ordered from? Probably most recently, that's all. I've ordered from Amazon. Those are an emergency situations that I needed the next day. Who else? I think those are the main ones I've ordered from. Probably the main thing I'll do is drive to Atlanta. And that's usually when I'm getting ready to do a big project for maybe more than one pit person. And I just want to get the fabric and enjoy some good food while I'm there. And then come on home. So that's pretty much all. Make sure if you haven't already, like as well as subscribe to my channel. What do I do here? I play with fabric. A lot of fabric, especially lately. So if you want to be entertained by me, and somebody would say I'm funny, oh babe, give me that. Sorry, y'all. Give me that blue. Yeah,
This one?
yeah.
What about this one?
No, you can hang that one up.
Right.
I know y'all probably saying, why did I stop my husband? He's putting up clothes, and I already decided that I'm no longer. This is going to the get rid of pile because it doesn't fit me right. It hasn't fit me right. It hasn't fit me right. This is old. Old as dirt. Maybe not old as dirt. It's at least 6 years old. Nice little maxi dress with slits on the side. It is all chiffon. The fabric came from Walmart. Yes, I am good at finding fabric at Walmart. I'm real good at it. And most people don't realize until I tell them that it came from Walmart. I pick loud and bright prints and everything. Love to. That's just me. I like to be seen. But yeah. So anyway, so make sure if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. Say hello to me always. I will. This video will go. It goes private at the end, but I'll go back in and turn it back on. So if you have any other comments, questions about anything that I've shown y'all, please make sure you drop them below. And I'll get with y'all sometime next week. Week before next. It'll probably be 2 weeks. Because who knows what I'm going to do next week. Lord knows. I be doing stuff. Sometimes they tell me I be doing too much. But, it's normal. For me. Yeah, this is going in to get rid of pal. Maybe my daughter-in-law like it. I had to ask her. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all soon. Deuces!